So this thing is a really interesting device. Is it pedantic to compare it to the nascent GoPro device?
Possibly. We think the Karma Pro, which is what you're talking about, is or the Mavic Pro is going to be what's in people's stockings for this holiday season. It's finally something that's small enough, that's portable enough to really take anywhere.
And that portability. Well, what do people want when they want a drone?
So for consumer, they really want something that's accessible, easy to use, something that you can take with you on a day hike, still have room for everything else you would normally take with you, and not sort of fill up an entire backpack.
A backpack.
Do you want to see one?
I do want to see one.
All right, let's
break
pull
it
it
out.
out. So this is my day hike pack. I'm actually going to go hiking tomorrow. So this
Put
is
it up here. Let's see this thing.
What I hike with, and it's got my my jacket in here. Got my water bottle, and oh look.
And a bucket of beer. That's it?
A Mavic Pro.
Wait, so I actually tweeted a picture out of this when it first came out. This is the drone?
That's the whole thing.
It's got a camera already built into it.
It's actually got 5 cameras
open it up so I
on
can
it.
see.
Yeah, absolutely. So it actually has 5 cameras.
That's
of course,
tiny.
It has,
and what about the controller?
So the controller, you can actually control it directly from your phone if you don't want to carry a controller with you. But we also have a really cool new little controller. So there's the whole thing folded out, ready to fly. You can control it from your phone. You have a little bit of a limited range just because of Wi-Fi. But then if you want to go a little bit further,
too. It's interesting.
You
in
can,
pictures, it didn't look as tough as it seems to be.
Yeah, no, it's feels very
looks
high
like
quality.
a little Xbox controller or something.
New kind of game pad style controller, nice and portable. Still gives you that stick feel, for those more traditional RC pilot types.
So compare this to the competition. Let's compare this to, we've got some stats actually comparing it to the GoPro device.
Yeah.
Is the GoPro, and I'm going to ask again, is the GoPro device the one thing we should be comparing it to?
No, not really. I mean, this is everything that we have in a Phantom 4, but in a smaller package, actually more capability than that. We've added...
Lighter than the GoPro device. It's a lot smaller when it folds up. It flies faster and for longer.
Yep, and we've got 5 cameras on here. So we do collision avoidance going forward and looking down. So it really helps you prevent you from hitting stuff, makes it super easy to use, and lets you focus on the creative aspect of collecting the photos and videos that you want to take.
Who buys these things?
So, it's consumer, prosumer, right? I think what we're seeing in the industry is, smaller, lighter is better for consumer. But interestingly enough, one of the things we're here in Silicon Valley to do is also explore industrial and commercial applications. And we're getting a ton of interest on this platform, but also on many of our larger vehicles. We build a set of very large, capable payload lifting vehicles.
Payload lifting? What kind of payload?
So we can do 6 kilograms on our Matrice 600. That's a pretty sizable payload. That means you can take basically a broadcast quality camera if you like. You can also put, sort of any other hardware you want, specialized sensor hardware, LiDAR if you want to do inspection, mapping, a ton of interesting applications where, normally they've either been addressed with very expensive sort of manned aviation applications or haven't been possible at all.
And what are we talking about in terms of cost?
For which? Mavic?
For this, yeah.
Yeah, so Mavic Pro, we've got a few different packages. Under $1,000, you can get Mavic Pro and a controller. You can go a little bit further, get an extra battery for $1,100-1,200. And,
is $1,000 kind of the sweet spot there, staying under 1,000?
Kind of the sweet spot. Clearly there's a range of demand. I think even lower priced. In fact, if you don't want the controller and you just are happy flying with just your phone, then you can just get the drone itself for $799.
It's an interesting business. The professional market is kind of the X factor here. But how big is this the market for where just the novices, people want to fool around with these things and take pictures?
Yeah, so that's the market that's exploded this last year or two. And
define exploded.
I mean, exploded is we don't talk about specific numbers, but massive, really a massive market that's exploded around consumer.
Across all companies in this market, what are you talking about? 5 million units sold?
I'm sure at least across all products.
Because in technology, we talk about exploded, we think about Samsung Note 7s, and I don't want you to go that way.
That's right.
But, all right, so we're talking about a market right now about 5 million people, but the professional market presumably is more elastic, both in terms of size, but also in terms of, or maybe not in size, but in terms of how much they're willing to spend.
That's right. But what's interesting about the professional market is there's a ton of interesting value on top of the vehicle. And so we think the drone is really the platform that enables these kinds of industrial applications. So that value stack There's a lot more money to be had per vehicle in terms of addressing applications like
So does
inspection.
DJI have ambitions in terms of sort of data collection, analytics, all the software that will go with that kind of thing?
Absolutely. So we build a software development kit that allows you to treat this vehicle as a platform. Really, we want to enable all of these third-party applications and all of these professional applications by allowing people to take our vehicle and build their stack on top of it.
Last question, if you get one thing regulatory-wise,
Yeah.
if you get your dream, one thing to be changed or in the regulatory environment for drones, what would it be?
Yeah. So we're working hard on that. So we have Part 107 rules, which allow you to do commercial operations line of sight now during the day.
In other words, as long as you can see the drone, you can do it.
That's right, exactly. We're really looking for beyond line of sight operation. We think once you get there, you allow complete mission autonomy, and that's where you get the labor savings.
So a farmer can check all of his fields, not just one, and things like that.
Exactly.
A pipeline can be explored.
While he's sitting inside drinking a cup of coffee.